Hi everyone, welcome back to the Torok channel. So today we have a brave new guitar to unbox. This is a brand I have never reviewed so far. It's a brand, it's Cort. There's no surprise because you have read the title. I've only had one Cort in the past. It was an acoustic guitar and it was back in 1997 if I remember well. It was an entry-level guitar, so I really wonder what this electric is gonna be like. I was especially attracted by the color, the purple color it has, the flip purple color to be really complete. And I really wonder how it's gonna look like in person. So let's waste no time talking for nothing and let's open this box right now. Alright, here it is, and yeah, okay, as you can see in the eyes of the camera, when they call it a flip purple, where it moves from green to purple, really very cool looking guitar, especially if you consider the price of this thing, which is sub 500 euros, 478 if I remember well. Yeah, it's the kind of finish you will find on some, for instance, LTD 1000 series, on some Captor Hellraiser hybrid, and those guitars are much more expensive than this one. And oh yeah, really it does look super cool. Okay, it feels on the heavy side. I would say that a bit more than 3.5, something like 3.8 maybe. I will check it out in a way. Okay, the finish. Well, hey, nothing to say. It really looks super cool. Guitar is pretty sick, by the way. If I remember well, it comes with a mahogany body. Okay, maple neck, 24. I think these are, maybe these are medium jumbos. These are not extra jumbo frets, for sure. You've got a Floyd Rose Special. Floyd Rose Special is maybe the less good Floyd Rose you can find, but I have this Floyd Rose Special on my Captor Damien Platinum. I've had this guitar for at least 3, if not 4 years now, and it still works very well. It holds the tuning pretty well, so hopefully this one is going to be good as well. Volume, but you've got some EMG Hot 70 pickups, so you've got ceramic magnet here, an alnico here, and you've got of course a battery compartment right there with a battery inside, so this thing is ready to play, which is very nice. I cannot bear brands that come with active pickups and that they don't think about, maybe those guys would need a battery, and you don't find a battery in the box or in the guitar, and you have to search if you have got one. And if it's your first guitar with active pickups, well, it might be a problem. Okay, so the frets. Okay, nothing sharp here. You've got here 43mm nut, which is very interesting when it comes to play. It looks like though the nut has not been installed the best possible way, because I don't know if you're gonna see it through the eyes of the camera, but you've got more space here between the edge and the nut than here. Okay, so it's not completely straight, and you can see it in the alignment. You know, there's more space here between the low E and the edge of the neck than on the high E side. Too bad, because hope it will not affect the playability. It looks like it's okay. Not really in tune, but okay, I think it's not a big deal, because you know, when a guitar with a Floyd Rose is in tune and the setup of the Floyd Rose is okay. Everything is parallel to the body of the guitar. Maybe you will see it here, but it looks like it's not what we have here, not exactly. It tends to pull this way. It should be a bit higher like this, and I think when I set this guitar in tune, it's gonna be okay. Hopefully the intonation is right, because setting the intonation on a guitar with a Floyd Rose is always something very long to do. I'm used to doing it, but if I can be spared from that, I take. Yeah, I mean, for the price you've got this kind of finish that you don't find on a sub 1,000 euros guitar. Except if I'm wrong, but I have not seen this type of finish on sub 1,000 euros guitar so far, except from this one. So okay, maybe you can accept a tiny bit of flows, but okay. Now I wonder how this thing is gonna play and how this thing is gonna sound, even though I already know these pickups and know how good they are. But okay, time for the demo in the mix now. Okay, so what you've just heard is this Cort X300 in flip purple. It also does exist in flip blue, and if you don't want to have a Floyd rose, you can choose the Cort KX300 with different finishes, but that comes with the hardtails and still with the same EMG Hot 70 pickups. Now we're gonna talk about what you couldn't see here through the demo, but just before we go there, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel if it's not already done, leave thumbs up under my videos, share them on social so everybody knows those videos do exist, and maybe some more people will subscribe to this channel. I wish I could reach to 5,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure it's going to take a bit of time, but anyway, that's something I really would love to see on the channel. Now, if you order anything from my partner to man this guitar or anything else, please use my partner link that's going to be in the video description down below. You have to know that when you click my link, you are on the French page of Thomann. So you just have to choose your own language and you just have to click on the French flag to do it, and there you are. Now, if you want to make 100% sure that you are really on my partner page, well, you can use the second link that's in the video description. You will be led to a list of highly recommended gears. It's going to imply this guitar, by the way. Then you will see my banner and my logo, so you know for sure that you are really on my partner page. Okay, thanks in advance for your help. Now let's go to this guitar. I will start as usual with the headstock. So classic black headstock with the Cort logo. Of course, you wish you had matching headstock, but let's remember that this guitar is only 477 euros. It comes with this flip finish. I mean, it's by far the cheapest guitar that comes with this kind of finish, so let's not be too much demanding. Okay, the tuners, well, not the worst I have seen, but not the best you could find. I have realized some of them are a bit jumpy. Fortunately, since this guitar has a Floyd rose, well, you make the work roughly with the tuners and then you set the tune really finely with the fine tuners, and so you don't have to use them that often. Okay, the bridge I have already mentioned it, but it's not completely parallel to the guitar. Fortunately, it doesn't disturb the playability, and I mean, everything was fine when I have played this thing, but it's one of the little downsides you have to cope with, and I guess that's due to the price. The frets, nothing sharp, leveled, polished, and I have been able to set the action pretty low on this thing. That's 2 mm on the low E and 1.7 mm on the high E. That's not the kind of setup I can generally do on affordable guitars, but maybe that's due to the Floyd rose as well, because one thing is cool with the Floyd rose, well, it balances the tension among all the strings, and in general it helps set the action a bit lower than on a hardtail. Okay, the neck is flat. It's a U-shaped neck, pretty thin, I guess a tiny bit thinner than one I have on my LTDs. Very interesting for shredders, very cool to play, and help with a radius that's not specified, but I think it's a 16 inches, maybe a 14, but I sense it's a 16 inches. The only thing is that you have some medium jumbo frets, but I mean, since they are leveled and polished, it's okay. And even though I would prefer extra jumbo, well, those ones are, I must say, they're fine. All right. You've got also a very nice contoured heel, so you can access your 24 frets super comfortably, and that's really cool. The Floyd rose itself, when you have a guitar that comes with a Floyd rose special, you never know if you have to be terrified or if you have to be happy. Well, on this one, after 3 or 4 days, just time for the strings, because I have changed the strings to take their tension, well, this thing stays in tune, and if you're not convinced with the demo, you will see me playing with this thing when I play the guitar alone, and then you will see that really it holds the tuning pretty well. Okay, the pots, the grip is pretty good. Good three-way blade as well. And just one thing about this plate. In general, when you have a guitar with a Floyd rose, there are 2 little holes here to help you put the head of your screwdriver and adjust the tension of the Floyd rose. There you have something completely full, so you have to unscrew it and rescrew it after standing it up. I mean, why not coming with a classic Floyd rose type plate? I don't know, but okay, again, one of the little downsides, as well as this jack input that really has surprised me in the very first place. When I have first plugged this guitar in, I've just done that, you know, and I thought it was okay, but I had no sound. In fact, this thing is really very hard and you have to push hard to have your jack cable inside, and when it's inside, of course, it doesn't move anymore and you have to pull very hard to get it back. Anyway, minor downside, 477 euros. The main thing is that this guitar is really fun to play. It looks cool, even though I would have called it flip green and not flip purple, but just a detail. Yeah, and the weight, 3.7 kilograms for a guitar that's made with a basswood body. Well, it sounds good, I must say, and that's what we're gonna hear more clearly now, because I'm gonna play this guitar alone. Here we go. Okay, and that's the very nice point with those EMG Hot 70. They are active pickups for sure, but they don't sound cold and surgical as some EMG 81, 60 or 85 would, you know, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay, so this is the EMG Hot 70 bridge. It's called 370C. It's my pickup. It doesn't come from the guitar, as you can see, but of course it's the same model. And the interest of those pickups, I mean, they are like some classic humbuckers on which you have a little preamp that has been added. You can unscrew this preamp, and if you do so, you will discover you have a 5-pin connector system, which is the exact same as what you would find on some passive EMG pickups. So, things that I'm gonna try in the future, I don't know when I find the time, I guess, is try those Hot 70, Fat 55 and GR Damonum set in passive mode. So I'm gonna remove the preamp and install them as some classic passive EMG pickups. But okay, the reason why the tone is so different from what you have on the other EMG is that the basis is a classic humbucker with no preamp, and the preamp has been added afterwards. And so on this guitar, as you have heard when I play the guitar alone, especially in clean, you have something that doesn't sound too bright, that's got some, I mean, it's got a soul, and on this guitar specifically, I've really found that the neck pickup sounds pretty damn good. So yeah, again, for the price, you've got something that's gonna be very interesting if you want to play clean, if you want to go for some very wild metal tracks as I have done, because that's what those EMGs are meant to be. And yeah, really for the price, it's a very interesting guitar. I gotta say that if I didn't have my Captor Damon Platinum, and if I didn't have already some sets of EMG retroactive at home, I would keep it. But okay, as for now, I've got my Captor, which is a very good guitar as well. I mean, I think it's as good as this one, but it comes with a mahogany body. And even though I find the tone I have with this basswood body very interesting, I still do prefer mahogany. And well, I've got the pickups at home, so I mean, but if someday Cort is doing the same guitar with a Sustainiac on the neck, I will think twice. But okay, really, for the price, I am surprised that despite some minor flaws that do not affect the playability or the tone, you've really got a very good guitar to play. Very interesting, very comfortable. Now, I know that everybody doesn't enjoy Floyd Rose. I do understand that, because everything you do set up with a Floyd Rose takes much longer than with a hardtail. So really, I do understand that. But okay, it does exist with the KX300, as I've already mentioned. Different finishes, but the same pick configuration, and pretty much the same guitar with a different finish and a hardtail. But I guess it could be a good deal if you want this kind of guitar with no Floyd Rose, and maybe in time Cort is going to release the same type of finishes with a hardtail, and so I mean, you've got everything you want. Okay, well, I think that's it for today, because I think I have said it all. So thanks for watching, and see you next time for a next video.